They said you weren't doing
Especially
much.
because this
Buy him a
marathon
few shots.
training arc, I'm doing the most mileage I would have done typically it's recovery. Sometimes it's so it's Monday morning again, and I feel like shit. I don't think I slept well. If I do a longer run closer to the evening, I feel like my body's just a bit more stressed out, so the sleep is never as good. So I got some coffee. Now, I try to avoid getting coffee before I work out in the mornings. Like I do sometimes, but more often than not, I try to avoid it because I don't want to be dependent on the coffee for the workout. But today I feel like I need it. Even though it is a bit more of a chilled rest day, and I'm only going to be swimming for a little bit, and then, you know, steam room sauna, I think it's better to have it than not to have it. Because I do feel a little bit sick right now. I figured why not? I did run a half marathon yesterday. I think I deserve it. It's my first like long run. Like 10 miles the previous week was also a long run, but this is a bit more intense. So yeah, maybe I've earned it. Now that I think about it, I probably didn't eat enough yesterday to facilitate both the long run yesterday afternoon and the swim this morning. It's not like I swim for a lot, you know, I only swim about a kilometer. But I feel like swimming really takes it out of you because it is a full body activity. But yeah, I don't think I got enough calories in yesterday. And coupled with the fact that I didn't sleep well, I think it's definitely compounding a bit. So I think all that means is that I got to eat more today and focus on just chilling and relaxing. Maybe. I think my bike is ready, so I might have to go get my bike. And that'll take about half an hour to get there by a bus, and then because you're not allowed bikes on the bus, I'm gonna have to cycle back. So that's a half an hour cycle, and I think some of it is a bit hilly, which could be a bit you know, it could go against what I just said about taking it easy and resting. Oh my god. We'll see how it goes. So my new hybrid bike is essentially an updated version of my old hybrid bike. So it is tried and tested, and hopefully it's better. You know, the technology has probably improved a bit sturdier, that sort of stuff. At least that's what I'm hoping. I don't know for sure. But in any case, it's ready to pick up. I am almost at the store. So yeah, quite excited. A new shoe day followed by a new bike day. We're doing pretty well. New things. Let's go. New bike day. It's Tuesday morning, or Tuesday lunchtime rather. This week I have to augment the running schedule to get enough mileage and to get enough, you know, varied training in. That's because the ultra relay is this Sunday. I'm running about 27 kilometers in 5 kilometer segments, and we take turns to do that with some, you know, breaks in between. Sometimes I'm in the bike, sometimes I'm just sitting around. I'll explain the format of the race probably a bit later, to explain why I'll be sitting around and or in a bike for some parts of it. But as a result of that, it's going to be quite intense, because if I'm doing 5 kilometer segments, it's going to have to be pretty fast, because there's no excuse not to do 5 kilometer segments rather quickly if you're practicing longer distance running. And you know, it is a proper race, so we kind of want a good time. So as a result of that, I'm only doing 2 runs this week, because that'll be 27 kilometers in total for that day, which is quite a lot of mileage. So today, it's Tuesday, I'll be running a 9 to 10 kilometers easy pace. Thursday, I did a 20 kilometer run on Sunday, which is only 2 days ago. So I'm probably going to do another 20 kilometer run again on Sunday. Thursday. That'll take my mileage up to 30 kilometers. And then with the ultra relay, it'll take my mileage up to 57 kilometers. And because I did around 51, it's a safe increase without getting my mileage too high. But I still, you know, get the longer distance conditioning in, as well as some speed work from the ultra relay. So hopefully that's enough balance. And hopefully the long run on Thursday, I have 2 days of recovery time. So hopefully I don't, you know, build up too much fatigue, increase injury risk, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's the plan. I'm pretty sure in previous video I did say that I dislike when the workout is at the end of the day the most. But as it so happens, today is also a day where I do my workout at the end of the day. I feel like this happens quite often actually, probably 1/3 of the time. I used to be quite consistent at doing my exercise every single morning, but I think something about the training volume, when I'm ramping it up, I just want to sleep, in which case I have to do it at lunchtime or after work if I'm not well rested, or I don't feel like I'm well rested if I get up early to do it. And I don't want to make that compromise with the sleep, especially when because this marathon training arc, I'm doing the most mileage I would have done in a single week by the peak week. So I want to focus more on recovery anyway. So I think it's probably better to get in the sleep. These are the day-to-day things that I contend with. I know they're not, like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter when you exercise. It's probably better to exercise at a non-specific time every single day, because then you get a more varied conditioning style where it's like your body can adapt to workouts at every point of the day rather than just at one point of the day. And if you're so accustomed to working out in the morning, if someone forces you to work out in the evening for whatever reason, you can't, or it feels uncomfortable, or you feel a little sick, perhaps there's benefits to taking a varied approach. I'm speculating, I have no idea. But yeah, it's going to be at the end of the workday today. It is Thursday morning, and I did not sleep well at all. And because of that, I'm going to have to rethink my plan. I was meant to do a half marathon today, but it doesn't make sense to do it, especially because I'm so tired. Yeah, because the recovery is going to be low and the strain is going to be high, and I ideally don't want that. So I'm going to alter the plan slightly, and I'm going to do 5 kilometers today at lunchtime, and then tomorrow I'm going to do 10 miles in the morning, because hopefully I'll sleep well, and then I'll be fine. And then that makes up the half marathon, just over 2 runs. So today would be a more easy chill run. Tomorrow will be the base pace 10 miles. And by easy chill run today, I mean more recovery run, just to keep the legs moving, that sort of stuff. And then Saturday would be a complete rest day, just eat loads. And then Sunday is the ultra relay. That is the plan. Let's hope I can stick to this plan, because I've had to alter this week twice now. Once by shifting the running from 4 or 5 days to 3 days, including the relay, and now shifting it back to 4 days by splitting the half marathon over 2 days. Yeah, well, I don't really have a choice. Because I'll need the rest day on Saturday, because if we're doing the ultra relay in 5 kilometer bursts, aggregating to 27 kilometers, it's gonna, I'm gonna try and go fast for those 5 kilometer bursts, and that's gonna be a bit taxing, so I need Saturday to be the rest day. Quick and easy run done. To be honest, my heart rate during that run was probably slightly higher than what I would have wanted it to be, but I think that's purely down to the sleep deprived state and the slightly more caffeine that I'd had this morning rather than what I normally have. So probably a mixture of the two. But yeah, hopefully I'll be well rested tonight and tomorrow goes a lot better. But it's interesting seeing these nuances that I experience, from like the metrics and stuff that the Garmin captures from run to run, depending on how I'm feeling and how well I've slept and what I'm eating and that sort of stuff. I don't necessarily write this all down, but I do keep a mental note because it's good to know for future reference, as I do more runs in the future. I'm typically always first. Sometimes I'm last. It's never really in the middle.
Oh, I think
You
that's
probably
mine.
already
Yeah.
know the ones I'm gonna say.
So today has not been the best day for the schedule. It is Friday. I was meant to do the 10 miles today. I do not have the time to do the 10 miles today. Just personal commitments with family, and now we're going out in the evening. One could argue, yes, I should be dedicated to the schedule I said I'm going to do the run, so I do the run, but it's not going to work. And I think I may have jinxed this because yesterday I said, that's the plan. Hopefully it works out, that sort of stuff. So maybe I affirmed it, and that's the result. Alternatively, I have a plan C, because this was plan B and plan B didn't work out, so now I have a plan C. And plan C is I do 10k relax tomorrow, and then with the 27-kilometer relay on Sunday. As a result of that, I hit the same volume as I did the week before. Last week I hit about 50.5, 51 kilometers in that week. If I do 10k tomorrow, 10k easy, and then the ultra relay, I'll hit about 51 kilometers again, which is okay. The reason I want to do 10 miles is because that 6k increase would have put me on that like 10 to 15% week on week increase. But if I maintain, then that's not the worst thing, because it will just be a different type of week, if that makes sense. It would have been a couple of chill runs, medium distance, and then like 5k bursts, which is quite a lot of speed work, all the way up to 27k. So we work endurance, we work speed. At least that's what I'm trying to, convince myself of. I don't know if that's exactly true, but I'm hoping it is true to some extent. And that way, I don't reduce the quality of my training. The quality is still there, the volume is still there, and hopefully, there's still an upward trajectory in terms of my running capabilities. And then next week, we'll try to increase the volume to a greater extent. So maybe I'll aim for 60 kilometers, and that way I can compensate a little bit. But 60 kilometers made up more of easy pace rather than anything too strenuous, because I think the 27 kilometers at a faster pace and shorter bursts is probably going to be quite intensive, but I won't know until I do it. So I'm now on plan C for this week. It just goes to show you, it's good to improvise. It's good to go with the flow sometimes. Don't get too strained about the schedule, which is something I'm trying to work on for this training arc. Normally I would be very strained about the schedule. The last 2 marathons I have been very disciplined, very aggressive in terms of maintaining my intention. New outlook this time. Hopefully it pays off. We'll see.
My dad was sitting at some point. It's like navy blue. Like plush. Like a hair touch. Oh, no, yeah, we left it. That's good. I high recommend.
They said he won't drink much, but buy him a few shots and I think he'll be alright.
Oh my god, imagine if Con asked me if I'm going to Illy's before I found out.
It is Saturday morning. I have coffee. I did not sleep well at all. It's a bit outrageous actually that I think about it, because this week has just been like one hiccup after another. I say hiccup because it's not like nothing is stopping me from continuing, if that makes sense. It's not a permanent issue. It's not a prevalent issue that sort of persists for a while. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine that I didn't sleep well. I've ran slightly, what the hell was that? I've ran slightly sleep deprived before. I said, what the hell was that? There's a loud noise outside. So I was a bit startled. Anyway, yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. I didn't sleep well. I'll try doing 10, 11k. Today we need to collect our race packs. The relay is tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be running 27 kilometers each over several different intervals and time periods all the way to Margate. So that should be fun. But today we got to sort out logistics in terms of making sure all our bikes are fit enough in terms of being able to fit everyone, because we have people of varying heights and sizes on this run. And so it's hard to find one bike fits all. It has to be a lot of seat adjustment processes, so hopefully that goes okay. But we need to collect the race pack. We need to check that we have everything. I don't even remember what was on the list. Things like headlamps. You need an emergency blanket just in case. You need to make sure your power banks are charged. There needs to be food for everyone, at least 1 liter of water for everyone. So there's quite a few things that we need to make sure we have at the start point. Of course, because not everyone's running simultaneously, there is a car involved. I don't think I've talked about the logistics of this. So essentially, one person runs, one person is on a bike. The person on the bike and the person that runs are sort of in tandem. They do it together. and after 5k they alternate. So the person jumps off the bike, the other person jumps on the bike, and then the person that was on the bike runs, and then we alternate again, and we do that until we've run a half marathon each, so 10k each. And then we meet at a stopover point where the other 3 individuals on our team will be in a car, and then we swap over. So the 2 people running / on the bike will switch, and then the people that have just done the 20 kilometers will be in the car, and then they'll drive to the next checkpoint where we'll meet them. So we'll have, a couple of hours of rest in between doing these 10k sessions / bike rides. So it's not too bad. Because there is enough rest involved. The only issue with this is that if we go quicker, we need to make sure we cool down and warm up appropriately, because the goal is to go faster, and we don't want, it's not good to just sit down for extended periods of time after you've done a quick run, because then there's a lot of lactic acid buildup and that sort of stuff, and you'll end up getting cramps further down the line. So there is logistics involved on that side of things as well, but the point is that we have to ensure during those rest periods, when hydrating, we're eating, stretching, that sort of stuff. And then we may have also contended with the idea of like bringing a Switch to play games in the meantime while we wait, but we'll see how it goes. We'll talk about it a bit more today. I've got the race pack. I thought I would be the last one here. I'm actually the first one here. So this is the team pack. There's also an individual pack, which I need to go pick up now as well, which has like gels and electrolytes and that sort of stuff. But these are our bibs, our t-shirts. Yeah, it's looking good, I'm feeling good.
Oh, you have the goats.
Oh, nice. The what?
Nice. Ready? So I managed to do the 10k. Yeah, that was fine. That was pretty decent. I am quite tired today, so hopefully I will sleep very well. I've just finished packing and preparing everything I need for tomorrow. There's a few things we need in terms of like for the run, just in terms of emergency stuff, first aid kits, emergency blanket, make sure I have electrolytes, water bottles, speaker, making sure my headphones are charged, a bunch of things. The usual run things, the usual long run things. With a stress on portable chargers, I need to make sure they're charged because it's quite a long way we're going. And then, the overnight bag stuff, so just making sure I have clothes for the evening after we're done and the day after as well. So that should be all sorted now. It should be quite fun. I am a bit on the nervous side because, again, none of us have done anything like this ever before. So the structure is it's quite raw in the sense that it's not really well thought out and we have a lack of practice. So yeah, it's twofold there. It is Sunday morning. I'm currently just waiting for things to charge. Everything is ready. I did get a little, I think it's called a pannier bag pack for my bike. I like clips onto the back. And I think that'll just help with keeping some, emergency bits and bobs for the bike, so the person riding the bike doesn't actually have to carry a bag. And things like snacks and food and that sort of stuff. So I've just finished getting that all packed and ready as well. Just waiting for my phone to charge. Everything else is all good to go. So yeah, I should be out of here in the next 20-25 minutes probably, and heading off to meet everyone. So we're gonna aim to be at the starting area at about 8 a.m. The starting area is the same cafe where we picked up the trainers from, so it's I know my way. I know my way around that area now. So yeah, hopefully have some coffee, just make sure we have everything ready, have a check, have an overview, and then head off. So I am one of the initial pair of people that is going, so yeah, that should be fun. But yeah, I'm not as nervous as I have been for previous runs, I think. as I do more of these in more frequency, I think the nerves kind of dissipate because I normalize race day behavior a bit more, if that makes sense. Like if you just do it more, your body becomes acclimatized to, like, I guess the pressure and a bit of the nervousness and anxiety that comes with it, so much so that I feel better. But then again, it is still like 2 hours, 2.5 hours until we have to start, so maybe it will come. Maybe I'm just, because I'm in the flat and stuff, it's more chill. But I will be taking my GoPro, so hopefully I can get plenty of nice little clips of us running. Should be fun.
I'm running as well. If you're riding the bike and you crash into Felicia, you can't help. And then call her.
It's like,
Help.
so I'm now passing the Halfords, which I actually picked up this bike from.
Oh, there he's coming, There he is. The champ.
Yeah, this is the right here, I think. Yeah, this one.
And then she made my lips hurt. Oh, bubble.
Go on! Let's get it! Woo! Let's go! Come on! Woo! Come on! Let's go! Turn up the tune!
Bro, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck me.
You got this, girl.
Let's go! Final stretch. Kill me now!
Insane, dude.
Woo! Let's go!
Look at that with the sun.
Bring it home, Heat Star.
Let's go! Woo!
Let's go.
No,
We'll just do like a little line up.
Line up.
Woo! Woo!
Oh my god! Hang it.
Let's go!
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Some of that shit I was talking to this